It takes a lot to make me embarrassed.
Yeah.
Because when you grow up with a mom who sends every person you date photos from your actual circumcision, you develop a pretty hard shell of emotions.
That makes sense. That checks out.
It's hard to tell between the flap and the real one, but look, there it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
It's a very straight line.
Yeah, nice cut. Am I right, honey?
she showed you guys the pictures too?
Oh, yeah, we've
Yeah.
seen it, buddy.
But today, we heard something that got me actually red in the face because a very awkward and puzzling fact about one of our listeners gets exposed right here on the show, and it made everybody in the room instantly uncomfortable.
Oh, no.
Now, he swears that it's really common for men to have this, but all the women in the room agreed it was an instant dating deal breaker
Oh, yes.
if this was to happen.
Oh, my
Well,
God.
call me a woman because I agree.
Yeah, thank you, Jose.
You're going to hear it in your brand new second date update right after this. You know, we have rules on this show, and people tend to abuse those rules.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't really like rules, but
Looking at several individuals in this room specifically.
Uh-oh.
come on, Jeff. Don't be such a hall monitor.
Yeah, screw the FCC, whatever.
Yeah.
But, you know, we did get an email for a second date update recently from a guy named Blake who says, you really should contact me because even though I technically went on 2 dates, it should only count as one because they were both super short.
Oh.
Huh,
Okay.
2 quick dates equals 1 main regular.
Yeah.
Right?
Sounds like 2 bad dates if they're that
Oh.
quick to me.
True.
Well, I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe, Blake, why were your dates so short?
I mean, okay, so it's not my fault. I don't think. It's a few different things.
I don't think.
Of course.
I mean, it could be my fault. We just went to 2 different restaurants, and I researched them, and I went to ones that were like the highest rated,
Yeah.
and they really did have like super, super good service. But the problem is, and what I don't really want to complain about, you know, but also it just came out too quick.
Oh.
Like we put our order in, boom, food comes out.
I mean, when you're at a fast food restaurant, that's going to happen,
Yeah.
Blake.
That's true.
We went to a 5-star pizza place first, and then 'cause
Oh.
I just wanted to be casual, you know. But then I ordered the pizza, and boom, it was there.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Let's rewind a little bit before
Yeah.
we get into the food and the horribly fast service. How could they? What's
The worst.
What's the name of the girl that you went out with?
Her name's Kate.
Okay.
Okay.
And we always just assume you met her on an app or something.
Yeah, we did. We met her on a dating app.
Okay.
Nice.
And did she stand out for a particular reason?
Her profile was kind of like quirky. Like it seemed like she was funny, you know what I mean? And she was really cute, and it just seemed like we'd have a lot to talk about.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Sweet.
I mean, it's good that you went on 2 dates with her. If they both went by that quickly, like, tell us what happened.
So the first one was the pizza place, and then we went to another like kind of American like bar food, soul food type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I ordered mac and cheese, and again it came out and like literally, and like that's the thing. I feel like I don't know. I don't like complaining about the food coming out so quick, but both these places, the food came out, and mac and cheese, you don't want to let it get cold and hard. So, you know, we were focused on the food again.
So
It's
wait,
like the one time you want the service to be slow
Yeah.
because you're on a
Right.
date,
Right.
and then of
Exactly.
course they're like,
but even if
On the
it came
spot.
out fast, like you would parlay that into, oh, I want to keep hanging out with you. Let's go get a drink.
No.
Yeah,
No?
No.
I didn't plan beforehand, and also I don't want to push it. You know, like I feel like first dates, you just kind of want to go to one spot to feel each other out. You know,
Yeah.
It's not like a whole like let's paint the town red thing. It's
Okay. So how is the feeling of each other out?
How did she feel physically?
yeah.
I don't know yet.
Oh,
But
oh, no?
I mean, I think it went really well. She's really funny. She's cute, like I said.
Nice.
And I mean, the conversation seemed to flow too, which is another thing. It went so fast. Our conversation was just like effortless, you know?
Oh, that's so good. It's like the date can take an hour, and you feel like you've talked for
Yeah.
so long. It's like, wow, we've covered so many
Right.
things.
So it really felt like 30 seconds whenever it took 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So-
Flies by.
Can I ask, because now you have 2 dates to compare him to, right? Like, and obviously she went out on a second date. So the first date, full success, right? Was
Yeah,
the end of
yeah.
the second date different? Did you get a different vibe than the end of the first date?
I mean, it was a little bit awkward because it felt rushed. I didn't know if it was like time, should I go in for a kiss yet? So it was kind of more just like a hug and goodbye, but it didn't seem crazy awkward. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if my radar's off, but it seemed like she was into it.
See, this is, you should have just kept ordering food.
Yeah.
Once it came out too bad, it's like, oh, can I get a sandwich? Now can I get this? That way you're like meal prepping for your whole week, and you get more time. You're buying more time.
And then you look like a baller signing a $2,000 check.
Or a competitive eater.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know that that's a good look.
Like Joey Chestnut over there.
she might not want to get into a long-term relationship with me because my blood pressure is going to be so high.
That too. Okay. I mean, it sounds like the biggest problem for you, what you're saying, is that everything went too quickly. You wanted to slow things down for your dates.
Right. Like I said, it went too quickly. Sometimes you kind of want one of those awkward pauses every once in a while, or something funny and cute to happen so you remember it, but it all just went so smooth. Like it went perfectly.
Too smooth.
That's your problem, isn't it? The service is too fast. The conversation is too good.
I don't know, you
there was
guys.
no traffic.
How did
you
something
got in
go
and out
wrong
quick.
in that short of a time?
I
then?
mean, I don't know that there's like somebody who's going to not call someone back because it was too fast, too good.
Look,
like, that's not.
This is going to sound weird, but I can kind of see that because if there's he said there's nothing memorable that happened. There's nothing for you to be like, oh, that was exciting or that was
saying it was
adventurous.
fine?
It was just too normal.
Mediocre.
Yeah.
Average.
I mean, if we're able to get Kate on the phone and convince her to do a third date, what's going to be your game plan for that to make sure you don't make the same mistakes?
I was thinking about a baseball game,
Yeah.
but I heard that they have new rules in place to speed up the games or something.
That's true,
Oh, yeah.
actually. You'll be in and out in an hour and a half now, dude.
Wait,
The
do they
pitch
actually?
clock, yeah.
That's
There's-
nice.
So y'all try and get me a gift card for the slowest restaurant in town.
Yeah.
Okay.
It also sounds like you talk really fast.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. Okay.
I'm excited, you know?
Yeah.
They sit down. He's like, okay, so hi, how are you? What's your name? How was your day? What do you do for a living?
Nice to meet you. Bye. All right.
But it's charming and fast. That's what it is.
I could see
okay.
that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to try and slow things down here for just a second. And then when we
Dial
come back,
slowly.
yeah, we'll
Oh my
pick things
God.
back up, call Kate for you, and try to convince her to go out on a third date. Hopefully much longer than the first two when we do your
Yeah.
second date update next. 2 dinner dates, both at record speed.
I feel like we should play faster music, Jeff.
I'm afraid to do that just
Yeah.
because of what will happen to Blake's voice. Because
Yeah.
he's a
Oh,
fast
boy.
talker.
That's
But
He
true.
is.
one was pizza, one was mac and cheese, and Blake basically told us that he blinked and the food was suddenly there in front of him. Blinked again, the table was bust and the date was over.
Yeah.
Great service.
Yeah.
That's why he did 2 of them, but both times the service was just too quick. And I mean, here's what I think we need to do. We kind of need to game plan as a show before we make this call.
What
I
do you
think
mean?
that we shouldn't say that everything happens so quick when we call Kate. Like, because she might have a different perspective on it. Do you know what I mean?
It's usually not a negative thing, right? Like, if you feel like time passes quickly, it usually means that you had a great
Yeah, that's true.
experience.
Yeah, but
That's
he
true.
didn't say that they ever actually talked about that. That
Right.
was just his perception that the wait staff moved too quickly.
Right.
Felt
Got
super
it.
fast.
So I think we ask her open-ended questions. How do you feel about that, Blake?
Yeah, I want to see what she thought too. I don't know if I'm just like looking at it from a one side, like a single faceted, for
That's
like
a good point.
Do you know what we never asked you? Are you guys texting or communicating at all?
Oh.
Not really, not as much as I'd like to. I mean, I've reached
Okay.
out to her a couple times, and she'll kind of just be polite, but
Okay.
Okay.
You're getting cold from her via messages.
yeah. So that's why I came to you guys. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's swoop in like the waiters at those restaurants real quick and just get things going. I'm going to dial her number right now.
You're gonna have such a hard time not mentioning that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are. The phone better only ring one
Yeah.
time, by the
Okay.
way.
Well, thanks for having confidence in me. Here we go. Dialing your number right now.
Hello?
Hey, is this Kate?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Kate, what's up? We're Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Hey, Kate.
Hi.
Whole morning show from the radios here.
You're from the radio. I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw.
We also do a podcast, so that's cool.
Okay.
Didn't help.
I don't know if she knows this.
We do a segment on our show to help people with their dating lives. It's called Second Date Update.
And you're calling me?
Well, you don't need the
Yeah.
help. Someone you went out with needs help.
Right. You're great at dating. That's what we've heard from one of our
Thank you.
Yeah, from one of our listeners, Blake, who met up with you not once but twice.
Ooh.
Oh, gosh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well, I
oh
mean,
gosh, is right.
I
What
think
a
it's a pretty
catch, huh?
easy question. All we want to know is like, how'd you feel about Blake?
I mean, he was nice.
Ugh.
Probably not the person for me, but he seems nice. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, did you like not have fun on the dates or?
The dates were okay.
Uh,
Oh,
nice and okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. What'd you say? A little what?
Strange.
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 That's it, yeah.
We kept talking to Blake, and he did not bring up anything strange.
What did you think about the length of the date? Is it
we not
Mama
bringing
Bear,
that up?
Papa Bear, or Baby Bear?
I told you he couldn't do
You
it.
already ran out of other
Yeah.
questions.
We asked 2 questions.
I told
and
you,
didn't even
Jeff.
ask
Well,
them.
do
I
it.
blanked out, so there we go. What'd you think? Mama Bear, Papa Bear, Baby Bear about the length. Too short, too long, just right.
You're asking how long the date was?
Yeah.
In your mind,
in a
in your
weird way, he
experience.
is. Yeah.
Okay.
These are normal questions that radio hosts always ask.
So awkward sometimes. I mean, I love
man.
you. I do. It's endearing.
All right. Kate?
The length of the date was a normal length, I think.
Good.
Okay.
That's actually a great
All right.
answer.
I mean,
I don't
you
know.
have to tell her why you asked that.
Okay.
yeah.
Well, because the reason that I'm asking is when we spoke to Blake, the impression that he got was that the service was really, really good and delivered the food a little bit too quickly for his taste.
Like, he felt like maybe the date was rushed and he couldn't make the connection he wanted to with you.
Like, the service was good, but both times that we ate, because we went to dinner both times,
Yeah.
he ate his meal super, super fast.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you know.
Dude, I could see that when we were talking to him. He has a lot of energy.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine going to dinner with the Cookie Monster, okay? It's 30 seconds, there's crumbs everywhere, and then we're done.
You're like, how is he even picking anything up with those giant hands?
and then he tries to teach you about letters afterwards.
Nom, 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 nom.
You want cookie?
Remember the macaroni and cheese? When we talked to him, Kate, he mentioned, like, when you get the macaroni and cheese, you got to eat it right away. Because if you don't eat it right away, then it's going to be cold.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, he said that he would gag if the temperature of the cheese was like room temperature.
He gag?
Not really, though. Like, he just meant he didn't like it when it was room temperature.
Was he serious?
No, he meant he physically couldn't handle it. Like he was going to hurl.
Oh, my
Like,
God.
it was a texture thing?
Weird.
At least you didn't want to puke on your date. That's nice.
Or
Yeah.
just dry heave?
How do you feel about that explanation?
I mean, it got worse, to be honest with you. Like,
How?
What?
Really?
well, it started this really odd conversation about textures that he can and can't handle.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Was it a
I'm
long
one of
list?
these people, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just got me thinking. Like, I'm looking at him thinking, okay, let's say we're in a serious relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what would that be like?
Well, I do think it's good that you are thinking about down the road a future possible long-term relationship.
Or she was.
I'm not anymore.
Oh, come on. You can get through this. This is just a little speed bump
Yeah.
in a possible relationship.
Let's pop you right over that speed bump and connect you to Blake right now because he's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh.
I don't think that's that weird. People have textures. People have likes and
Hey,
dislikes.
Blake, why don't you start with a hi?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're coming in real
Diving right
hot,
in.
man.
Hi, I'm sorry. It kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. I mean, just let people be people, you know? I mean, why is that? We had a great time. I thought the conversations were great. It seemed like we were both kind of into the same stuff just because I eat weird.
Did she hang up?
I don't know. Oh, she's still there. Okay.
No, he was on the phone.
Yeah.
Sorry
Sorry.
about
That's
that,
how
yeah.
these work.
I'm on
Okay.
speed
But
dial.
you can go ahead and talk to Blake about his aversion to certain food textures.
I think it's a pretty normal thing. People have preferences.
Yeah, it's a little, like I said, I'm not trying to be mean. It's just a little high maintenance, but I have to kind of bring up, because it's not just the food thing. It's kind
What?
like the other thing that you said
Oh.
that you can't do.
I don't think I don't think we need to talk about that on the radio.
What's
Oh,
that?
What other thing?
wait a minute.
Blake, you can't leave us in the dark on stuff.
This sounds important.
I just prefer not to have it out in the open.
Is it more embarrassing than you not being able to eat, like, potatoes or something?
I don't think it's embarrassing. I think it's normal.
Okay, then.
It's a more private kind of thing.
Oh. There's a texture that you can't handle?
It is the texture that I can't handle, yeah.
Okay.
Ah.
I don't get it.
You
Like
know,
the texture of someone's lips? Like you'll never kiss her?
If it's what I'm thinking that it is, maybe he's right and we shouldn't talk about this on the radio.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
He
But
said he thinks it's normal.
What are you thinking that it is now, Jeffrey? Like, are you
mean-
thinking something dirty?
Yeah, maybe
It's a little dirty.
What?
I mean, I think there's a part.
Okay.
And
All right. Well,
anyway.
that's too bad for you.
Yeah. Kate, are we right? Are we in the ballpark?
I'm just going to say, to me, I know he has a texture issue, but intimacy is important. And I don't know how to
Okay.
figure that
We're
out.
at home plate.
I should have
Yeah.
started with that over the
rounded
pizza
the
thing. Like, why do we waste time talking about pizza
Thank
this
you.
whole
True.
time?
Yeah.
You're
We'd all
gonna
be like, yeah, no wonder she's not calling you back. Duh.
I think it's going to be real hard to find a woman to date if
Yeah.
you're delivering that type of information on the first date.
Yeah.
Blake.
That was the second date. It was the second date.
Okay. You know, it's like a partnership. You give
Mm-hmm.
and you,
We know.
yeah.
Right. Okay.
You
So
Yeah.
maybe Kate's willing to go without that part
No
of
way.
a relationship.
I would not
if,
recommend
Kate,
that.
if you are, then we would pay for the third date that you and Blake went on to a place that doesn't serve any cheese whatsoever.
Kate, are you interested still? Because I think everybody here is just uncomfortable.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, you wouldn't want me to live a life like that, would you?
No, I really wouldn't.
You guys
No,
are.
Blake,
want
you
the
need to
best for
fix
me.
something.
What I tell my kids with food is that you have
Don't talk about your kids.
you have to try it 10 times.
Don't tell your kids to
After
try it 10 times.
Oh
Then
my
you may
God.
like it.
Let's call the therapist now before things get out of
Is Brooke
hand.
on some sort of watch list?
Oh,
Like,
God.
What the heck?
Blake, I am so sorry.
Oh, boy. Oh,
But this technically is all your fault, and you do have some work to do on yourself. So
Yeah.
good luck, my friend.
I'll do my best. I'll try.
10 times the charm.
Okay.
talk to Brooke's kids about this.